By the way, Hebrews chapter 5 and verse 12, if you write that one down, you may want to write all the way through chapter 6 and about verse 4 or verse 5. Because the Hebrews writer says, by this time you should have been teachers. But you yourself need somebody to go back and to teach you again. Meaning they're not learning. They have achieved a point and they've actually stopped. Now, we harp on early Christians. We harp on the first century church. And we say to ourselves, they should have done better. When sometimes we hear this, I don't know enough. Or in 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 2, and maybe this is where we failed. Maybe we failed in this instance. In 2 Timothy chapter 2 in verse 2, it says, may grace and peace be multiplied to you in the knowledge of our God and of Jesus our Lord. May that knowledge be multiplied. Many people aren't even adding to their knowledge, much less being multiplied in their knowledge. And this is what Paul says. May it be multiplied to you in the knowledge. To be able to understand the grace and peace of God, we've got to have the knowledge. Grace is not this fuzzy thing where we hug each other and just say, may grace to you, and walk away. Grace is something we practiced just a few moments ago when we had one of these. It's the grace of God. It's God's riches at Christ's expense. It's the fact that we don't deserve anything that we have, and we can get very accustomed to it. We can get accustomed to everything that we have. We can get very comfortable, but when we talk about the grace of God, it's the sacrifice of Jesus known for years, and that sacrifice is not to be trampled on. Because Romans chapter 5 tells us, and while we were still sinners, God sent His Son for us. Don't we want to know more about this? In fact, 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 5 also takes us away when it says that you're to add to your faith virtue, to virtue knowledge, and knowledge self-control. Are we adding to the things that we have? Are we continually learning? Or are we just satisfied with maybe knowing the books of the New Testament?